Hello, this is Grammy once again, and today I am going to read the argument of the week. This week's argument belongs to the MVP will be post by Panther Mangan. Asked a question 20 hours ago from the time I am recording this currently. Here we go. Panther Mangan asked the question. MVP will be G, T-O, Duke, Graham, Damien. Ace GPFL likes this. Dolphin Dude NFLRZ. That lack of sacks per game played leader is bothersome. Quentin Clark. Love how nobody votes for me because they don't like me. Panther Mangan. T.O. I love you. It's just that IDK. Quentin Clark. Alright, but people like Dupe and D fan and even my own coach, SMH. Quentin Clark. Yeah, Ace just doesn't want to vote for me because he doesn't like me. But that's alright. Say G as MVP. Just remember stats, bruh. Dupla, NFLRZ. You want to talk about stats? How about the fact that the majority of your stats came versus lackluster Shags, while G stats come against the contenders? MVP isn't all about stats. It's about the value of a player. And to be 100% honest, you're easily replaced. You're nothing without Graham. Your team would be fine without you. However, my team needs G, or even myself. G comes up huge when it really matters. He constantly plays well, and it doesn't matter who he plays. He just up wherever. And even if it was about stats, I would be crushing you. Somehow I managed 30 more tackles than you, 20 more catches, and we have the same amount of reception touchdowns. And we're only halfway into week 4, while you guys finished. Talk about stats week 6, when we've played the same people. Kyoba Fakade like this. Dupla NFRZ. Kyoba Fakade. Quentin Clark. See, that's your excuse. You just don't want me to be MVP. Dupla NFRZ. All caps. My stats are better than yours. Dupla NFRZ. All caps. You don't have the league's best stats, my god. Quentin Clark. My team would be fine without me? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Graham's team wouldn't be nearly even decent without me. Quentin Clark. See who gives up. Quentin Clark. Put me out 2 games and I bet there would be a huge change. My team isn't good without me. Quentin Clark. I pretty much put the whole team on my back. Quentin Clark. 18 picks, greater than 12 picks. Now, you troll. Toyoba Fakade. T.O., without you, it would be Graham and Pitts, who could win just as many games as you guys have with you playing T.O. Dupla NFORZ. Let's look at where your stats come from. 8 plus 6 is 14. So 14 of your 18 picks came versus the Shags. So that's 4 versus the rest of the league. 6 of my 13 game versus the Shags. 7 versus the rest of the league. Quentin Clark. No, the team wouldn't be undefeated without me. Quentin Clark. Dupe, you literally had to tag G like always, because that's what you do when you lose a lot of arguments. Dupla NFLRZ. 7 greater than 4. Quentin Clark. Cool. There's still enough time for me to come back with more. At Dupla NFLRZ. I didn't lose any argument. I proved that not only are my stats better than yours, but G's value is higher than yours. So either way, you're not the MVP. Koyoba Fakade. Quentin Clark, I'm banging. Therefore, I'm the real MVP. Quentin Clark. G stats are nowhere near better than mine. Dubla FRC. Wrecked. Quentin Clark. I think you better recheck the stat book. Quentin Clark. Cool, she wouldn't want from you. Koyoba Fakade. T.O., where are your stats? Where is your clutch factor? You've made no impact plays. The plays I make mean something. Double NFRZ. I don't know, has it updated because we are yet to fin week 4, moron. Clinton Clark. You can't you can't call sacks impact plays? You call sacks impact plays, Quinton Clark, and clutch? You only come back in games in like the fourth quarter. I play 100% full quarters. Koyoba Fakate. And the Blue Knights are undefeated when I play TO and winless without me. So clearly I make a difference. Double NFLRZ. I call stuff on 4th and 10 in impact play. Quinton Clark. Okay, and so do I. My team wouldn't be undefeated without me. Double NFLRZ. I'd like to beg to differ. Quinton Clark. I guess? Maybe you should check again. Koyoba Fakate. Double NFLRZ. I guess, but I don't spam. T.O. spams. Quinton Clark. So you'd call. Pitching Graham an undefeated team? No offense. I don't mean to sound selfish, but I'm JS. Double NFLRZ. The time you were in the game, we scored 14 points. Your team scored 7. The time you were not in the game, your team scored 21 points. We scored 0. Quinton Clark. Only time I spam is tackles, but that's to make sure the runner is down. Double NFLRZ. Stat analysis. Koyoba Fakade. Yes, Quinton Clark. A team of Carlos Diaz and Graham could be 4-0 right now. Quinton Clark. Doubt it. Again. No offense. Koyoba Fakade. Tio, don't forget you gave up all 4 points to the Kings in week 4. Quinton Clark. Gee, unlike you, I play 100% quarters. I play 100% all quarters, unlike you who just only does comebacks. Koyoba Fakade. Quinton Clark, I play 100% all quarters, but unlike you, I don't need to be in every second stat hoarding. When I'm in, it's better because I'm needed, not because I'm to stay in. Quinton Clark. I play because Graham knows I can help my team win and bring a lot to the table. Koyoba Fakade. Quinton Clark, I share time with my teammates because while you hog all the minutes. Double NFLRZ. You can help your team win, but so can Pitts. Blazers without Koyoba Fakade. Blazers without Quinton Clark, 4-0. Blue Knights without Koyoba Fakade, 1-3. Funny thing is though, I never missed a game. Quinton Clark. So that's why we're 4-0 right now. Put me 1 game off and see how close that game would be. Koyoba Fakade. Quinton Clark missed week 6. I dare ya. Quinton Clark. Nah, too important to the team. It ain't risking a 4-1 record. Plus we signed 2K anyways. We'd be pretty good, but still take me away 1 game. And they would be decent. Maybe good, but I could make them better. Carlos Diaz. Jesus, does everyone think I suck? I haven't had a lot of playing time like you, T.O. Quinton Clark. Pitts, you don't TBH. You're a great player. Quinton Clark. You'd have to ask Graham about playtime. Koyoba Fakade. Carlos Diaz, I don't think you suck. Graham man. Pitts, you're a beast on defense. Koyoba Fakade. When your coach doesn't vote you as MVP, hashtag just TO things. Graham man. Hey, man, I support my player, but G is just doing better. IMO. Quinton Clark. Hey, G, remember when you led the league in INTs? Oh, wait. Quinton Clark. Nah, stats, bro. Graham man. SMH. TO, you have better stats than G. Yeah. But G has more votes because the Blue Knights are screwed on offense without him. He is really growing at more as an overall player and is playing more like he used to when he was a dominant in the original GPFL. But better, of course. You have great stats, but like they said, they were against the Kings mostly. Plus G has played less time overall than you. Quinton Clark. But hey, stats are stats, right? Grandman. And wins are wins. If you really keep bragging about your stats and saying how bad we'd be without you, you aren't being a team player or a good teammate. It's really just making me disappointed. Quinton Clark. K, but I'm saying an opinion on why I'm the best player in the league, but we got trolls like G and Do coming in here being party poopers. Koyoba Fakade. Tio, you are the second pick in the draft. I was the sixth. I've exceeded second rounder expectations. You've met first round expectations. Congrats. Grandman, because they are saying their opinions of why they are better than you, you both are stating opinions. Opinions. Quentin Clark. Yeah, but they want to start an argument in Coelbafacade. And I'm not saying my team can't win without me, but the one game I missed is the one game we lost. Just saying. Grandman, and aren't you the one that opened your mouth in the first place? Quentin Clark, yes, but it's an opinion. They started talking like it's a fact. Coelbafacade. Quentin, tell I enjoyed while you were busy arguing about why you should be MVP because of stats. Grandman, no, you are saying that you are better than them just like they are. Quentin Clark, gee, tell your girlfriend I'm borrowing her halftime. Quentin Clark, it's an opinion. Coelba Falcade, till that made no sense. And you can borrow whenever you want. I'm only into her to troll you. Quentin Clark, like Jalon Mitchell, T.O. Selfish, SMH, Ace GPFL. I'm just gonna sit here in the corner and read. Frown face. Panther Mangan. I like how T.O. mentions 2K when 2K probably won't get played. Quentin Clark. I'm not. I'm defending myself. Ace GPFL. As always. Quentin Clark. Well, what do you expect? You defend yourself too. Ace GPFL. IK. I do. I don't understand why you're complaining about not being in first for in some voting for MVP. Take a pill and chill. Quentin Clark. Okay, I'm just saying why certain people won't vote for me. HGPFL. Gee, I wonder why. Quentin Clark. Because they hate me and they are just mad. Panther Mangan. MVP isn't just stats. It's 30% stats and then 70% sportsmanship. HGPFL. Yup, Teal is screwed if that is the case, Panther. Quentin Clark. If it's 70% sportsmanship, look how G treated Ace earlier this season. Ace GPFL. It wasn't like I wasn't to him or first or anything. Panther Mangan. Actually, both had a grudge, like you, and Ace, so it technically wasn't his fault. End of conversation. Thank you for watching the argument of the week for GPFL. Be here next week to hear the argument of the week again. Goodbye.